We've got youth that are interested again and really excited about getting on the water to race.
Street racing on a quarter mile is a lot safer than doing it on the roads.
Beyond the bridge.
We don't allow live ammo. Nobody here has live ammo in their belts.
It's nice to see people taking care of us, you know. And it's the poor old veterans, they're the ones that created Canada.
I'm Leah Bolton.
I'm Atwal. Fraser Focus, a fresh perspective beyond the bridge.
Hello and welcome to another edition of Fraser Focus. It's all about local faces and local places. I'm Dean Atwal.
And I'm Leah Bolton. Happy New Year, everyone. We're rolling into 2018 here, and we're talking about some of our favorite highlights from 2017, including the John Volken Academy.
Now, I had a lot of fun covering the junior dragster team from Frankfurt Secondary. That was one of my favorite stories. Another one was covering the local veterans from here in Langley.
And what did I get to do this year? The Celebrity Fast Draw Championships. First time with Leah and a gun. A little bit scary, but it was fun. As well, my first time sailing with the junior sailing racing team. I got out on the water with all the cameras.
Ready?
Hey guys, welcome back to Fraser Focus, Local Faces and Local Places. It is our water-themed episode. We are at Crescent Beach and we are ready to go sailing.
There was an active race team here for many years, and then as kids aged out and moved on to college and university, the team kind of died, and now we've got youth that are interested again and really excited about getting on the water to race.
What's the best part about sailing?
I like it when it's like just like nice calm days and you can just hang out on the boat and lay back and get some sun and stuff like that. That's kind of my favorite part of sailing, but racing is really fun too, and just, I don't know, just being on the water is probably the best part. I grew up down here, and then every day just getting to come down here and be on the water and take out a boat is just it's just such a privilege. It's so nice.
So if you decide to tack, and that's when you change directions.
Yeah.
So the boom will swing around like you witnessed on the other boat, and then also you'll want to switch the jib sail as well.
You can let that loose.
Oh my gosh.
You can duck your head.
Oh gosh. Whoa. Now do I pull the other way?
Yeah, I'm gonna pull the other way.
Oh my gosh, we're gonna fall in.
No, you're okay.
It's more accessible than most people would think. You don't need to spend a lot of money. It's not crazy complicated. The basics are easy to learn.
Going as fast as we can.
Most of sailing is just making the least amount of mistakes. That's the key to winning races, really.
I think if anyone's gonna fall in the water, it's probably gonna be us.
I qualified for Youth Worlds, represent Canada in a different type of boat, and I'm representing Canada in China in December. So we have to hand in our training plan, and if that goes through, then that's what we'll be doing in December.
And how long have you been sailing?
I've been on sailboats since I was about 6 months old. Basically, my dad has it's called a keel boat, and it's a bigger boat. They don't tip over very easily. So, and then yeah, and I was down here on the beach one day, and when I was younger, probably about 7, and yeah, my dad is just like, oh, would you like to try that? And I started sailing here, and then I took a course somewhere else, and they're like, oh, you're actually pretty good, you should come race on our race team.
How long have you been sailing?
I've been sailing since I was 8, so for about 12 years. Yeah, and
You must love it, man.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's a great summer job, and I couldn't ask for anything better. It's
Watch your head.
Oh. I'll keep a hand on that.
So the program's going to run for 3 months, and we're hopefully going to do some inter-club racing with some of the other clubs in the Lower Mainland, and then take in some of the regattas on the BC race circuit.
So if somebody sees this and they go, oh, I want to get involved in that, is it too late?
Not if we still have spots open. We'll get them up to speed so they're at the same level as the rest of the team, and yeah.
I can run the motorboat. We'll be right back here with Fraser Focus in a moment.
Before I joined this club, I was having a lot of trouble in school.
Wow!
What do you think out of 10 for that burnout?
100.
Welcome back to Fraser Focus. A youth program designed to steer kids away from street racing is gaining a lot of traction in high schools across the region.
Way back in 1994, a lot of kids were racing on the streets, and a group of teachers decided to try and do something about it. So they formed this association, BCSSMA, and the idea behind it is to keep the kids off the streets and get them on the racetracks. Okay, that's the size you should have had on, not that one. You gave me that one, put it back on.
I think the benefits to it is one of the main ones is being responsible, that there's a time and a place for everything, and you don't want to be fooling around on the streets, drag racing out on the streets. This does give the students an avenue to go with. The other benefit is, I mean, let's face it, they're all going to be driving sometimes, even our junior kids that are in grade 9, grade 10 that are here.
Before I joined this club, I was having a lot of trouble in school and just everything else. But when I joined this, it just kept me out of trouble. It gave me something to do.
Wow!
Since I've been here, we have gone to nationals twice now. So we went to Boise once, and last year Chris went by himself. I didn't go, but we've been blessed.
Remember covers.
Wow, exhilarating. I mean, now, again, we're in a controlled environment over here, but if we were on the racetrack, we'd have full gear on, the helmets on.
As we say, this is not for home. This is only for the racetrack or here under strict supervision.
Why continue to volunteer with these kids?
I'm trying to pass my knowledge on to these kids. I've got a lot of knowledge over the years that I was a mechanic, and I'd love to pass it on. Instead of just going home, sitting on my duff, doing nothing, I'd rather help these kids in some way of learning.
I just don't think you rolled far enough.
I don't mind seeing them do it. Not many kids get to do burnouts in the school parking lot. Street racing on a quarter mile is a lot safer than doing it on the roads.
That's how it's done. That's how it's done, isn't it? Hopes there are that the program will continue to grow through the generous support of the surrounding communities. You're watching Fraser Focus. More local stories when we come back.
Number 1, 842.
Woo!
Hey guys, welcome back to Fraser Focus, local faces and local places. Recently, the 105th Aldergrove Fair took place, and I got a chance to be part of the local celebrity fast draw competition. Before we get started and check this out though, we're gonna see how my practice at the gun club went last night. Good. It's not falling off, that's good.
And I want to be the champion, of course, so what's your best advice?
Okay, listen to your trainer and make sure you hit every shot.
What if I can't get out of the holster?
You'll do just fine. We've got good trainers.
We will definitely train you. We won't just send you out there to shoot.
It's going to be hard for me to take the gun out and, you know, shoot it with this on my shoulder. Any advice for that?
Give the camera to somebody else.
Okay, I'll trade you.
I think for me, my thing that I need to overcome is not thinking too much.
Oh, that's every woman's problem.
My best times are when I don't think and I just react.
What's the best advice?
Don't rush.
Don't rush.
Don't rush.
But isn't that the whole point?
That's the secret.
Don't rush, but
go as fast as you can.
Don't rush, but do it really fast.
Yeah,
okay.
And it'll be blanks, and they're noisy. We don't allow live ammo. Nobody here has live ammo in their belts or in their equipment.
See down here? 692. It's my best score yet. Woo!
It seems that you were cheating here, Mark.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Look forward to this every year, and the more relaxed you are, the faster you go.
It's a big day today. Are you ready?
I think so.
My goal is to try and hit the target.
This target today, though, is much smaller.
I know.
Much smaller. What is it? It was like 5 feet tall by 3 feet wide. Now it's like a balloon.
And I barely hit that one.
I don't know what we're gonna do.
The unburned powder pops the balloons, and the balloons are a good spectator sport because as soon as you shoot, you can see the balloon pop, and they know who won or who lost or whatever.
What would you think if I went and did this too?
That would be
awesome.
interesting to watch. Yeah, that would be awesome. I wonder how fast you can do it.
I'm pretty slow. I only tried 5 times last night.
You tried 5 times? Oh, I don't think I could do it once. I think I'd be so scared, like frazzled, I would drop it.
Number 1, 842.
Woo!
Number 2
So I only
on
missed
3.
Oh no, I missed 2.
On 4,
I missed 2. You
100.
beat me. Yeah! You beat me. Woohoo! Here come trophies.
And we have second place ribbon from JoytvBC, Leah.
Are you sure about this? All right. Woo!
Here's my first place daughter. Look at this.
There you go. Yeah. Okay, I'll take second.
Okay.
Thanks. Congratulations.
How did you do?
I hit 3 out of 3.
Oh, well then fine, rub it in, why don't you?
Number 1, 754. Number 2, 530. Number 4, 100. Number 3, 100, and number 4, 100. Thank you, guys.
I'll be right back here on Fraser Focus in a moment.
The John Volken Academy has given me my son back. And thank you for saying yes to this program.
Welcome back to Fraser Focus, bringing you stories that are often overlooked by mainstream media.
Dean and I visited a place in 2017 that is changing lives in the community, the John Volken Academy.
The John Volken Academy has given me my son back. A couple months to go and you'll be on your way.
Alcoholism had completely consumed my life. I was rarely sober during my day, and every time I went to bed, I couldn't go to bed without being drunk, which is a miserable existence.
Oh, it's nice and warm out here.
Yeah, it's super warm out here.
I remember him calling me and telling me, Mom, I think I need to move home. And I told him that moving home wasn't an option anymore. And that was a pretty hard thing for me to have to say to Troy. But I knew it was the right thing to say to him. Hang out and get to know each other on a different level, which will be awesome.
We can do what parents quite often cannot do. And they all have a song to sing, or they feel that way, and they cannot sing it as an addict. When they come in, they're sort of devastated. They're depressed, quite often suicidal.
Fentanyl and then W18 and heroin. I myself have overdosed at least 14 times in 3 years. There was a year period where I went to recovery and I got clean, but even after a year sober, I still relapsed. And the first time using after that relapse, I actually overdosed and woke up in the hospital.
This is where you eat all your meals.
This is it. The treatment centers, they get them sober and then they continue with their lives. Our people, they come here, they get sober, but then they learn the life skills. That's to stay sober.
It's very structured here, which is exactly what not only myself, but all the other students here at the John Volken Academy need, you know.
Yeah, so in the back, we'll have it ready for you in about 10 minutes.
Sure. In 10 minutes?
10, 15 minutes. I'm going to call them right
The
now.
program has a work training aspect to it, and that's what we're sitting in here now. It's called Price Pro. There's the furniture department, there's the bakery, there's the kitchen.
Master baker, that's right. Mastered the art. In rehab, it's true.
I love it. I just started in the bakery, and I'm going to leave here having a trade because I'm going to be doing the apprenticeship, so it'll be awesome.
They want you to build life skills, right? So they want you to learn how to be responsible, how to be on time for work.
We need you to help and give back, and that's going to strengthen your sobriety as well by giving back to the junior guys that are coming through.
We have classes with our program directors and our case managers here on how to deal with anxiety, on how to deal with trauma, you know, everything that you could think of to help you progress through your addiction, they have here at the John Volken Academy.
The first year, the educational component is about educating you on the tools to become a happy person. The second part, you actually go to school, and we've got people here finishing grade 12 right up to completing master's degrees. We just meet you wherever you're at when you get here and do an assessment, and then you start the education in the second year.
A 30-day or a 60-day program wouldn't have helped me. I needed something long-term. I needed something that I could work on day in and day out so that when I leave this place, I have the tools to live a happy and healthy and successful life.
Cousins,
Yeah.
everybody's rooting for you.
And are they all coming to the grad, or?
It's allowed us time to heal, recover, and to grow as a family all together, and no more missing pieces. I love him so much. Thank you for saying yes to this program.
Yeah, no worries.
Such a need out there in the community, Dean. I stopped by the John Volken Academy recently and found out they are also opening up another location in the U.S.
That's great news. You're watching Fraser Focus, local places and local faces. That's you?
Yeah, that's me, right there. Oh, I don't know, I just found it now. I don't know.
You didn't know that was there?
No.
And you've been here every year?
Yeah.
That's incredible. Canadians recognize November the 11th at 11 a.m. every year as Remembrance Day. It marks the end of hostilities during World War I and is an opportunity for us to recall all those great individuals that have served our great nation ever since. Here in Cloverdale, a local business has stepped up to honor those veterans still standing.
I joined the Home Guard in 1940, and I was 16 at the time, because I served with the Royal Marines for 3.5 years, and I got invalided out through war wounds in September of 1945. I never attended a Remembrance Day memorial service for 50 years. You know, with the war and everything, you get affected a little bit, and I just couldn't go to a memorial service. I just couldn't. It took me 50 years before I actually got up courage. That's in 1995, before I actually went to a memorial service. And I never even applied for my medals until 1995.
I served with the British Royal Navy. I joined when I was 15 years old, and I spent 12 months in training, and then they sent me to sea on HMS Sheffield. They called it Shiny Chef.
And how many years did you serve?
Me, I served 9 years. And then I came out and joined the Merchant Marine and done another 9 years at sea there.
Morning, gentlemen. This is an honor to have you guys.
Thank you very much.
I'm Troy. Nice to meet you.
You're going to do him first, or?
I'm going to go into Liz's chair, you're in my chair.
Oh, I'm going to change chairs.
We started building the barber shop about a year ago, and we had planned it right from the start. We wanted to give back. We have a rich history in our family. My grandfather, he served in World War II, and he was an airplane mechanic. The money he actually got from the war, he opened our family dry cleaners down the road in 1946.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this stuff is such an important thing for our family and our heritage, and it's nice to be able to sort of pay respects to you guys that made it all happen.
we're young fella of 16 and the bomb hits your house, you know. So you to take care of your grandmother because you got hit in the side, you know.
How long have you been friends?
Oh, I'd say about 5 years, Reg. He's asleep, is he?
Now, since the first Remembrance Day in 1919, hundreds of thousands of soldiers have fallen in the Second World War, as well as conflicts in places like Afghanistan and Siberia, and peacekeeping missions in places like Bosnia.
I buried 209 of my comrades, and the last post they play, in the memorial service when they play that last post, I just have to grit my teeth. It's tough, very tough. They're made by a poor old British war veteran.
Oh, wow.
Namely myself. Any Canadian soldier that's been on peacekeeping in battles and they see what war can do, it affects them. And then when they come back home, most of them have this mental illness which we call PTSD. There's 150 Canadian soldiers have died after coming home. They committed suicide because it got too much for them. And they're the people I remember.
Okay, thanks very much.
All right. It's nice to see people taking care of us, you know. The politicians think that they make the country wonderful, but no. It's the politicians that get us into a mess, and it's the poor old veterans. They're the ones that help. They're the ones that created Canada for us, who died for us.
Oh, a different favourite of mine, covering those veterans. And those boys had some stories, some long stories to share as well.
They really know how to talk. And that's it for this week's episode of Fraser Focus, rolling 2018 out to a good start.
If you have a story that you'd like us to share, remember, please feel free to contact us via Facebook, YouTube, social media, or just drop us a line. I'm Atwal.
And I'm Leah Bolton. See you next week.